Al Davis and the team's will to just win, baby. The torch is lit before every game inside of Allegiant Stadium as these fans hope it indeed drives their Raiders to victory in Vegas. Today we have a fun preseason matchup on tap between the San Francisco 49ers and the Las Vegas Raiders.
Your Las Vegas Raiders! Daniel Carlson
ready to get us started. And we're off and running in Las Vegas. Has this at the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Niners
so here come the 49ers for their opening drive.
At their own 29-yard line.
They're led out by the fourth-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Irrelevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talent. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people around him.
They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. Let's say the defense will take this today. They're across the line, heading to the loss, first play of the game.
Brought down by Malcolm
It is phenomenally tough to block this guy in a passing situation. Well, equally as tough to block him out there on the edge. He chased that toss down, and I don't envy these guys trying to block that monster today.
Offense to the line for second down. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Left side secured by Ayuk.
Purdy's pass.
And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
It's a gain of 6. And it's third down.
This drive in jeopardy. Here's a 3rd and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And progress finally halted after he picks up a chunk.
Number 85, George
Boy, they
Kittle.
sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that
First
coverage.
down,
And that
49ers.
slant, it goes for big yardage.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. On the counter, McCaffrey. And he's not going to be happy picking himself back up after this. They're sent backwards on 1st down.
The tackle made back
There's no
at the
question about it.
39-yard
He has the
line.
license to adapt a little bit, to diagnose plays because they trust his instincts. And there, well, it was all on display. Expert-level diagnosis going on to see a potential run and get in position to stop it behind the line.
They motion the tight end over. 2nd and 13. Finds his man. It's Ricky Pearsall.
Purdy's pass.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Third and 6 for them to figure out now. From the gun is Purdy. Ayuk makes the catch.
Purdy's pass.
And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
First down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of third downs just like that.
They have another 1st and 10 on this opening drive. This one from the opposing 40. Purdy looking to throw. Well, very quick throw, but they couldn't connect.
Intended for Brandon Ayuk.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Sticking to the air here. It's Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 30.
complete to
Give him an
Christian
even 10
McCaffrey.
yards on the play.
It's a gain
And
of
that's a
10.
49er first down.
First down, San Francisco.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
First and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's second down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time.
It's
a
a
nice
gain of
play,
7.
a solid game, but
Brings
it's
up
also a run that you
2nd and
know.
3
And you may
at the
come back to,
22-yard line.
because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
On the ground, this is Isaac Arindo. Ran into a wall that time. A couple of guys able to hold it right at the line of scrimmage. So third down now.
You know how we hear about teams, the quarterbacks avoid targeting a stud quarterback, just throwing away from him? Well, maybe they should avoid running it anywhere near this guy. He's having no issue stopping these plays cold.
Third and short. Here's Purdy. Caught near the goal line. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
San Francisco.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
This drive has been excellent. A few shots now. It's starting with 6 as they come up on it. First and goal. McCaffrey does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
Oh, so aggravatingly close to a safety on that one right there, Kate. Just a matter of a foot. They could have had some points on the board defensively.
They're lining up on the doorstep. Second and goal from inside the 1. Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers finish up an excellent opening series. Christian McCaffrey, the touchdown. Well, this coaching staff has got to be a happy partner. A calm and calculated opening drive. Really impressed with the score, how they controlled the football, and they played at their own pace.
Yeah, it's one of those drives that just pays dividends. I know it's the opening drive, but you're just taking some of the starch out of that defense and putting some doubt in their mind. Like, man, they just methodically shoved it right down our throat.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Raiders nothing.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For the 49ers.
That's going to be taken in at the 8. This makes it up to the 25.
The Raiders take over first
So out at the Raiders for their first possession.
25-yard
And leading them out, you and I have both covered this guy, Brock, a veteran drafted back in 2013, coming off a career high in passing yards last season. It's Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas, and that guy is Geno Smith.
Smith start with the throw here. Trey Tucker makes the play. And he's taken down. It's a quality yardage on that play.
A gain of 19 yards. And the Las Vegas first down. First and 10.
I don't care how good a secondary you are, how loaded you are with talent. When you've got time to allow a receiver to work from one side of the field all the way to the other versus zone coverage, well, you're going to make a defense pay.
First and 10 now. Here's Smith. Short pass brought in. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. They go play action. Here's Smith. Dumps it off to his running back. He gets it up a little shy of midfield. Tackle made by Jair Brown.
A gain of a yard.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They motion Tucker over left. Smith on 3rd and short. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
Now the Raiders readying for the punt, and they'll turn to former All-Pro A.J. Cole for the kick. And this one's away and looking good. Nice angle on this one, headed towards the sideline.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
A fortunate break for them as they get a gift with roughing the kicker. Their offense heading back out to keep things going.
Automatic first down.
You gotta be smarter than that. No reason to hit the kicker there, and that gives them a first down. They'll run here, following the penalty. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Well, once we saw them on a collision course with one another, we know how inertia works. The bigger man, he wins.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Shotgun snap to Smith. Pass caught by Jack Bench. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop. It's a gain of 22.
It's a gain of 22
That's good
yards.
for Raiders first.
That's good for a Las Vegas first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Gosh, that is so demoralizing defensively. You do everything right, you draw it up right, you got double coverage, and yet you still can't take the ball away.
Shotgun give here to Genty. And that's going to be a gain of 8 on 1st down.
Genty, the ball carrier.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Now Smith taking off with it. And he will haul it in for the Vegas touchdown. The Raiders finish off their opening drive. Geno Smith with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Daniel Carlson on for the PAT. The point after splits the uprights. And the Raiders respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game
Daniel
now as they
Carlson
send this
to
away.
kick off for Las Vegas.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down.
On the return.
Second
The
drive
Niners
coming
take
up for this
over first
49ers
and 10
offensive unit.
At their own
They really have the passing
28-yard
game
line.
clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. They send one of the tight ends in motion right. On the ground, begin the drive with McCaffrey. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of down.
On the tackle.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line. Let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
One play in, and already they're close to midfield. First down, Purdy to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in there. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't. They call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. Another try following the sack. Purdy has it knocked out. And the Raiders get to it. And Vegas takes it back for a touchdown. The Raiders capitalize on that turnover and take the lead.
As quarterback, you just cannot play it fast and loose with ball security because those defenders, Kate, on the other side, they practice all week to rip and tear and claw at that football. He gave it away, and even worse, you watch him return it for 6.
Carlson to tack on the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Raiders take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, 49ers 7.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. Kickoff taken at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25.
The Niners
so here
take
come
over
the 49ers
first
on
and 10
offense.
at their own 24-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he'll take this ahead for 7. We've got 2nd and 3 now.
The ball carrier.
That is just a great drive start. What every offense wants. Gives you a little bit of energy, a little juice. And now they really manageable 2nd down.
At the 31-yard line.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. They spin with McCaffrey. Oh, man, nothing for him again, Brock. It has been a struggle all game as this one's quickly mocked up, too.
Job one, so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners, too.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. Third down coming up. Looking to throw, Purdy. It's caught. Pearsall has it. And he'll get it up to the 44. Now it looks like somebody is shaken up after that play. You never like seeing injuries, especially in the preseason. We'll get the training staff out to work on him. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Now Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. And he's going to be out of bounds after looks like about a yard there. Second down coming up.
Behind the line of
Some
scrimmage.
certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
2nd and 8. Finds him over the middle. And he's got them quite the game here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
Complete to George Kittle. It's a gain of 20. 1st down, San Francisco.
The analytics will tell you a handful of these kind of plays per game, and your odds per drive of scoring go way up.
Again, it's Brock Purdy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Purdy's pass.
It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
Jennings.
You know, they really love that play, because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
Motion man is the tight end here, going left. Play action now with Purdy. To the left side and reeled in by Kittle. This play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made.
George Kittle.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. McCaffrey running between the tackles. The stop is made after a gain of 6. That's going to make it 1st and goal.
The tackle made at the 6-yard line. 1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you wanted to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, they take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Hands it to the receiver here in motion. Oh, look at this sweep. And he won't challenge for the goal line. The stop made at the 4.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
It's 2 yards on the gain, and now it'll be 2nd and goal.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal. McCaffrey will not get past the line. He's held up at the 4.
McCaffrey on the carry.
Okay, this is going to be a fascinating call because defensively you've stopped the run twice now, and I think you believe on that side, well, they got to put it in the air. But this is also where the offense could say, we got 2 more shots. Let's continue to pound the football. Can't wait to watch this one.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap for Purdy. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
Purdy's pass
Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that brings up 4th and goal.
So far, this script, well, it's dictated some early looks for this running back, and now you're seeing the adjustment defensively. Not so easy on those checkdowns. Nowhere for that ball to go.
Moody for
4th
the
down now, and on
49ers
comes
field
Jake
goal.
Moody for the 49ers field goal.
21-yard attempt.
High percentage look for him here from the left
The
half.
kick is good.
Moody knocks it through.
Makes the
And it's
score
dropped back
Raiders
down now to a
14.
4-point game.
49ers
Well, that's
10.
the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
We've got a good
Jake
one here.
Moody
They've
to
cut the
kick
lead to
off
4
for the
as they send it
49ers.
away. Return starts at the 9. He's brought down at what looks like the
Raiders
24-yard
take over
line.
1st and 10.
Now for the second time
At
this
their own
game, we get a look at the
24-yard
Raiders'
line.
offense. They'll try to emphasize what worked on their last drive, which ended, Brock, in a touchdown. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Smith back to throw. Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain
It's a
and a
gain of
first
29.
down.
So many
And the
times, Kate, when I
Raiders
see these receiver
first
screens,
down.
I think punt return. It's like a
First
punt
and
return.
10 at the
On punt return, it's
46-yard
all about
line.
those blocks. The returner's got to catch it, and he's got to feel those blockers in front of him. It's no different on a big play like this with the wide receiver screen.
Smith in the pistol. And the 49ers get there and take him down. Big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up second.
Yeah, we hear
and
about it all the
20.
time. A short memory,
At the
right? We hear about it with
44-yard line.
quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play, and boy, did the defense do it there.
Let's see what they dial up on a second and very long. Trying again, following the sack. Gets this one to Myers. And he's going to go down right along the midfield
Complete
stripe.
to Jacoby Myers. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 14.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. Out of the gun, here's Smith. Taking a big shot for the end zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Intended for Jack Best.
Thought he had a
Incomplete.
touchdown there. And they're going to be
It's
stuck
now
with a 4th and long.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive, not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
A.J. Cole
Now on
in punt
4th down,
formation for the
A.J.
Raiders.
Cole headed out to handle the punt. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. This one's headed for the
The
sideline.
Niners
It's out.
take over
Swung at the
1st
mark.
and 10.
They say it's at the 9 where
At
it
their own
crossed.
9-yard line.
'49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
And before they can break the huddle, we've hit the end of our first quarter. 14-10 our score. We'll return to Allegiant Stadium right after this. We're back, and it's 49ers football as we resume. They've got 2nd and 7 to start. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
The ball carrier.
They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
Purdy on first down. Looking to his fullback now. And he's going to be brought down at the 28-yard line.
Complete to Kyle Juszczyk.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's McCaffrey. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
He was brought down by Darnay Holmes. A gain of 13 yards. First down, San Francisco.
Ooh, I like that. I really like that execution to move the chains. Now that third down call that they had ready, well, they could stick it right back in the pocket for a later occasion.
1st and 10 from the 41. Going with McCaffrey on the ground. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line as the defense all over this one.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
Here's 2nd and 11. Pocket isn't holding out there. They drop it. That pushes them back. Third down coming up.
In a situation like this, you got to be a fixer. I mean, this game is hard, and you get into known passing situations, it gets even more difficult. But when you don't get rid of the ball and you take another sack, you make this third down a near impossibility.
Got to figure out this third down here. They kick the running back in motion. He puts some air under this one, deep right. He's got it inside the 25. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it brings up a San Francisco first down.
And the 49er first down.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive chunk. You got to get the big play. And that throw to the outside, that gets the job done.
Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
At the 22-yard line.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. On the gun is Purdy. And no look there. That throw falls to the ground. First time this game they've looked to him. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Short pass brought in. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. They get an even 10 on that play.
It's a gain of 10.
And that's a 49er first down.
49ers.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st and 10 now. Here's Purdy. And he will score. It's a San Francisco, touchdown! The 49ers take a second quarter lead. Brock Purdy with the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it to.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
Moody knocks that extra point through. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
17. Raiders 14.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For the 49ers.
Return coming from the 6. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return.
Now the Raider offense headed back to the field. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. He's going to loft one deep to the left. That's grabbed inside the 30. And that is a touchdown. The Raiders take the lead on the first play of the drive.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Carlson now to add one
on
more.
For the point after.
Right down the middle. It's good. And the Raiders take a 4-point lead.
Raiders 21. 49ers 17. Daniel Carlson
all set now for the kickoff.
Las Vegas.
Has this at the 6. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
The
49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. Here's McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Purdy looking to throw. He's going to tuck it and run. And the defense waiting for him at the line, and he goes down.
You know, sometimes, Kate, that pocket could be a lonely place. You're searching and searching for an escape valve, and there's none to be had. That that time nowhere to go, and he was lucky to get back to the line before the defense swarmed him.
Wonder what's in the playbook here as they come up on 3rd and 11. Here's Purdy to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15. First down, San Francisco.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
First and 10 from the 41. On the ground, McCaffrey. This time they've got him. He can't break another tackle. He will go down behind the line.
You know, that's so hard for me, Kate. That's the type of effort that deserves better when it comes to the results. It's going to show up as a negative run on the stat sheet, but that was not the runner's fault. He did all he could to fight to get back to the line, but this defense just kept swarming.
Hey, switch!
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Looking slant route complete. And he'll go down and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
It's a gain of 4, and it's 3rd down.
The Raiders go a nickel on this 3rd down. Now Purdy. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. Continuing to move past the 45. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
And a 49er first down.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Purdy on the play action. He's brought in by Jennings. It's going to be a short pickup down to the 45. Jeremy Chin there on the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd down at the 45-yard line.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. A run with McCaffrey. And the struggles continue as he's bottled up behind the line.
You could keep your job in the NFL as a D tackle if you eat up space. You really can. But you make that bad when you can defeat blocks, penetrate, and create runs for losses as a defensive tackle.
It's been an 8-play drive, and on play number 9 now, 9 is what they need on 3rd down. Looking to throw, Purdy. Into the hands of Kittle. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
To number 85.
They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
A gain of 22 yards. First down, 49ers.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make the play, just as that tight end did.
And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
First and goal at
you
the
know
3-yard
I love that,
line.
Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
McCaffrey has nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. On the carry, it's Garendo. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and
frustrating that must be, not just for him, but really the entire offense and the coaches, to see that kind of effort to break a tackle on a run, and it still ends in a loss.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal. Now it's Purdy. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a second-quarter lead. It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. So, Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
On is Moody for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the 49ers push their lead to 3.
Niners 24, Raiders 21.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
To kick off for the 49ers.
Returning it from the 4. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
On the return.
The offense returning to the field now as we get a look at their wideouts.
At their own 26-yard line.
Well, Brock, it only took them 1 play to reach the end zone last drive. They might have to work a little bit harder this time out. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. First play is going to be a give to Jency. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. I love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Give some credit to the defense on that one. We don't see him get fooled into making the wrong read very often in the RPO. That's why the RPO, in fact, is part of their game to begin with. He normally makes the right call. He didn't do it there.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running back sent in motion. Motioning Myers right. Shotgun snap to Smith. That one doesn't find its man. Incomplete.
Intended for Brock Bowers.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage. And that really did help force the incompletion.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Smith. He lobs it deep middle. Brought in inside the 20. This gets the whole way down to the 11-yard line.
64 yards. And the Raider first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
Jency from the gun. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play is pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Smith to the air now. Smith lost it. Oh, they got him back. They can try and salvage something. And this one, not surprisingly, brought the loss of the yards. They had a scramble. They didn't get that football back.
A loss of 10 yards
the
on
rookie
the play.
from Georgia
It's
in on that tackle.
Down.
Well, I think you know the only thing redeeming about that play, Kate.
They got the ball back.
Yeah, well done. Yeah, they got the ball back, but a whole lot longer down in distance.
Third and long for him here. And he brings this one in, but does so out of bounds. That throw just took him too close to the boundary. We got fourth down.
Incomplete.
The best of the best, they just have this intuition, Kate. They know where the boundary is without looking. This receiver's not quite at that level yet. He lost track of where he was, and he brought it in.
Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
Carlson's kick is good.
His kick is
well tied
good.
up now in the first half.
That
You
ties
look
the
at
game.
that third down play, looking back, and it really turns into a three-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
Daniel Carlson to
Now
kick
after
off
tying
for the
this
Raiders.
game up, they're all set to center away. His return starts at the 5. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And we're all hoping his hot start can continue. He's been putting up some numbers early in this contest. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And he will not get any further, but plenty of progress already.
To Jawan Jennings. A 28-yard gain. 1st down, San Francisco.
We hear about basketball on grass so much more of the space and speed coming to the NFL game. That play's so indicative of it. Get that point guard in the open field and let him do his thing.
I got it.
Again, McCaffrey. And that carry only nets one on the punch up the
McCaffrey,
gut.
the ball carrier.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Hey, watch it.
Purdy to throw it. This one is hit by a defender and lines up incomplete.
Intended for
I'll tell you
DeMarcus
what that
Robinson.
deflection right there, Kate, tells me. That defense was following and reading the quarterback's eyes. Knew exactly where that throw was going. And it takes a little bit of intuition, a little bit of feel. He's able to get his hands on it and knock it out of bounds.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Purdy throwing here. Oh, he's going to run for it. He will be stopped now, but a lot to like about that
on the
effort.
scramble. Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. And a 49er 1st down.
So it's the 2-minute warning here from Allegiant. And it's the 49ers. With it, 1st and 10. They send a tight end in motion. On 1st and 10, it's McCaffrey. Escapes a defender.
Christian McCaffrey on the carry.
45 on that play as he gets him
Brought
inside the
down
red
at
zone.
18-yard line.
Fans
It's a
love
gain
the
of
long
5.
ball in baseball.
Brings
It's
up
like we got a
2nd
home run
and
derby, but
5.
you know what? Talk to managers, and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you get runs of that length. It may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Into the end zone, but someone's able to knock it away. That's incomplete.
Intended for Jawan Jennings.
That throw doesn't lead to 6. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming
on
up.
the coverage.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive. but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
They kick the running back in motion. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. He has the first over the middle. It's going to be an 8-yard gain, it looks like, as it puts them in goal to go.
1st and goal at the 10-yard line.
Translatable skills. That's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates now as a receiver in the open field.
Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout.
No
That's
gain
their
on
first.
the play. Leads
They'll have
to
2 left to work with before halftime.
At the 10-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal. Running back sent in motion left. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. That's going to be caught by his back. McCaffrey. They're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards. Brings up 3rd and goal.
The tackle made back at
San
the
Francisco
13-yard
calls in
line.
2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Buckle up. It's 3rd and goal. From the gun is Purdy. And the Raiders get there and take him down. And now the Raiders call for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
It's 4th down and goal.
Fourth down now, and on comes Jake Moody for the 49ers field goal. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Moody knocks it through, and they've taken back the lead.
Makes the score.
Going to feel just a little bit better going into halftime. Anytime you score points right before the final frame, and for the kicker, well, he pays off his teammates' hard work.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
To kick off for the 49ers.
Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
1st and 10.
This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. Not a whole lot of time left for him to put something together here before the break. They've got blackjack on the clock. Not a ton of time to use before halftime. Smith on 1st down. Caught by his back. That's 16 on the pickup. And that's a Vegas 1st down.
It's a gain of 16
Something out of nothing, Kate, that may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more than a modest gain.
Just one play into this drive, and they're already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Has him on the quick hitter. And they get this down to the 44 before he stops. Timeout taken by the offense. Their 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Down. 1st and 10
That
at the
is what elite
44-yard line.
offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. That's taken in nicely by Brock Bowers. And he's going to set them up with a 1st down on a huge gain.
A gain of
Now just before the break, a timeout taken by the offense. And they could try for some points going into the break.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Daniel Carlson out to try this Raiders field goal. 1 for 1 so far.
Attempt.
This is from 40. Carlson's kick is good.
The kick is
and it'll
good.
knock this game up late in the 2nd quarter. So we're all knotted up here at the half, Brock, as we send this over to our buddy Scott Hansen, who's got our halftime report. Scott?
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our 2nd half. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own
the Vegas offense
line.
ready to start this 3rd quarter. And they could take control in the 2nd half early, Brock, if they break the tie on this opening drive. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Smith. He beams one, deep right side. And he makes the wait. No, he didn't hang on. It falls incomplete.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
This is Gentile on 2nd. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
No gain on the play.
You want to see the term read and react with a little video in the football dictionary? That's it.
3rd and 10. Can this offense get it done? They send a man in motion. Throwing on 3rd. Smith. But I believe a Raider covered that one, so the Raiders hang on to possession. Well, they scramble back on top of the fumble. They lose a ton, though, and now they've got 4th down coming up.
Yeah, recovering it really only brought you one more play. With how much they lost on that play, well, here come the special teams. And now, well, now they got to be special.
The Raiders bringing out the punting unit.
For the Raiders.
And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. Fair catch called for and made. Looks like that's at the 36-yard line.
The Niners take over.
Now the 49ers getting set to go on
at
offense.
Their own 37-yard line.
And they settled for a field goal on their last series, so points are a positive, but they'll look to upgrade to a touchdown here. The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. 1st and 10 coming up. They'll start the 2nd half with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Brought down behind the line of scrimmage.
You know, for pitchers, you hear them say, gosh, you got to pitch this guy backwards. For defenses, you got to do the same at times, Kate. You just can't always run it on 1st. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face for a loss just like that.
Slot man in motion left. On 2nd down, here's McCaffrey. And he'll be met near the line to limit the game to the yard. There's Darian Porter in on the stop.
Darian Porter on the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. third down.
Drive in dire straits. It's 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun. It's Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe.
To Jawan Jennings.
And that one goes for a gain of 11.
A gain of 11
and
on
it
the
brings
play.
up a San Francisco first down.
49ers.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
First down throw by Purdy. Completed to his running back. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
Complete to Christian
When there's heat,
McCaffrey.
that blitz coming off the snap,
A
that
6-yard
QB's
pickup
eyes, you could see it
brings up
right away. He
2nd and
got to his
4
check down in a
at
hurry.
the 43-yard
But Kate, here's
line.
the key. Quarterback and running back have to be on the same page. The two were right there, and it netted some positive yards.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
Motion.
On the give, it's McCaffrey. He's unable to get away from that
McCaffrey
tackle.
on
Good
the
work on the
carry.
defense. Nothing gained on 2nd
Jermaine
down.
Pratt there on the tackle.
These linebackers of today,
No
they are
gain
so
on the
quick.
play.
They're so twitchy.
Brings
If you
up
don't get a body on them in a
3rd
hurry,
down.
they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
And it's a nickel look by the Raiders. 3rd down coming up. On 3rd and short, McCaffrey. And the run will not get there. They're turned away right near that
He's
marker.
brought down
It's
at
4th
the
down.
42-yard line. A gain of a yard. It's now 4th down.
The
Thomas
49ers
Morstead
are
in
lined up in punt
for
formation.
San Francisco.
And he's got a good chance to really stick him deep his first time out. And that kick a little too well struck. He
The
drives
Raiders
it into
take
the end
over
zone for a
1st and
touchback.
10 at their
Time for the
own
Raiders
20-yard
offense to
line.
hit the field. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner. So hopefully this one has some better legs to it. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun give here to Genty. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Renardo
I know they say
Green
at
on
any
the
time he
tackle.
comes up in an interview, but
A
they
loss of 2
appreciate having him on
brings
this
up
defense
2nd
so
down
much, Kate, because
at
of
the
plays like that one.
19-yard line.
Those are great instincts. It takes instincts and want to come up and run support, and not many corners can make that stop.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Smith setting the throw. Into traffic, complete.
Smith's
And it'll be brought down along the
complete to
25-yard
Trey
line.
Tucker.
Not
It's a
many
gain of
receivers
6.
in my life
Brings
that
up
don't love the
3rd
spotlight,
and
but you got to
5.
earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Niners countering with a 5th defensive back on this 3rd down. Now Smith. It's complete. This is Bowers. And finally, they're able to stop this play from getting any more yards.
Kate, that play's so indicative of why tight ends
It's
in
a
this
gain
league
of
have become just an
31
X factor.
yards.
Right, they're big.
That's
they can
good
block at
for
the line
the
of scrimmage, but the
Vegas
elite guys,
first down.
they've got that speed, and they can take something
1st and
short
10 at
and make
the
a difference with it
44-yard
down the
line.
field.
So the big play gets him inside the opposing 45, Brock, with a new set of downs to boot. Straight ahead with Genty. Jukes one defender. And that effort yields him about 3 yards there. 2nd down.
Carrier. He's tackled at the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Throwing deep for the end zone. And that's caught. Touchdown, Las Vegas. The Raiders take a 3rd quarter lead.
Las Vegas.
successfully, Brock, you need the perfect throw, just the right touch, and you also need a guy who can go up and get it just like that.
Yeah, need to be able to muscle somebody off the ball if you're not alone. And call me a little biased. Go ahead. I don't care.
You're
But the
biased.
success of that play does come down to the timing of the throw, Kate. If you don't throw it on time to that exact spot, you run out of room, and you don't give yourself that kind of chance.
Carlson to tack on the extra
for
point.
the point after.
Extra point set right down the middle.
Good.
And the Raiders break
Makes
that
the
tie
score
and now lead by
Raiders
7.
34, 49ers 27.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break. As we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our third quarter. Carlson all set now for the kickoff.
To kick off for Las Vegas.
He fields it from the 8. He stopped on the run back at the 27.
Patrick Taylor.
The 49ers are headed back out on offense as we get a look at Christian McCaffrey.
At their own
And those legs
27-yard
must be
line.
tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. San Francisco to the line. It's 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And a couple of teammates combining there for the
Christian
stop after just
McCaffrey
1
on the
yard.
carry. He
This
was brought
offense is
down
now
at
left
the
with some ground to
28-yard
make up a
line.
little bit here on
A
second
gain of a
down.
yard.
After that drive
Brings
starts
up
with a
second
very
and
minimal gain.
9.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Sending the tight end in motion left. Back to McCaffrey on 2nd down. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down.
He's
A
brought
gain of
down
about
at the
3, so a
31.
third of what they needed.
3-yard
3rd and
pickup.
6 coming up.
And it's 3rd
You
down.
make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite out of the big meal between them and the 1st down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
On 3rd down, Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
Complete to Brandon
That one
Ayuk.
ends up a gain of 6.
It's a gain
And
of
that's
6.
a 49er 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Trying an inside give to Garindo. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st
the
down.
ball carrier. He's across midfield to
That's
the
pretty good right there
48-yard
now.
line.
You don't always
A gain
expect
of
a
13
sizable
yards.
gain when you run it on 1st
And
down.
the
Just want some
49er
yards
1st down.
to set up an easier 2nd down play. But they will take that execution every time.
1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. He'll go right back to Garindo. Quick adjustment defensively to stop him this time, so no gain on 1st down.
Taken
Big
down
man up
right
front
at the
said,
line of
not in
scrimmage.
my house. Let me
No
tell
gain
you.
on the play.
Once you're
Brings
in the
up
grasp of
2nd
one of those
down.
big old fellas on
At
the
the
D-line,
Raiders'
you're done.
48-yard line.
They would say it on the East Coast like this. It's over. Over.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Purdy on the play action. Finds him on the crossing route.
Purdy's pass.
And this one's worked
Complete
down to the
to
33
Brandon
before
Ayuk.
being stopped.
A gain of
They gain 14 on the play.
1st down,
And it brings up a
49ers.
San Francisco 1st down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Now Purdy. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
Complete to Isaac Gorendo.
I know coordinator and quarterback don't be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
Running back sent in motion. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. Finds the in route complete. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line.
Complete to Kyle
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards.
I'm sure Coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Motioning one of the tight ends. Shotgun, handoff to Gorendo. And he powers through the middle for a gain of 4. We've got a stoppage here. There's a player out there in some pretty obvious discomfort being worked on. All hopes, of course, that it's nothing serious, especially here in the preseason. Four yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Gorendo again. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
The ball carrier. The tackle by Jeremy Chin. A gain of 7. 1st down, San Francisco.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
And he only gets this one down to the 9.
Isaac Gorendo, the ball
They
carrier.
only get a yard out of that run. It's going to be 2nd down.
Ronnie Johnson.
I don't mind that call on the early downs. Give that defense something to think about. You got the inside run between the tackles, and whether it's jet sweeps or a little swing pass, or in that case a toss, make sure you threaten to the outside.
They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap for Purdy. This one's caught. He has the San Francisco touchdown.
Complete to number 11.
The 49ers can tie it up after getting
Touchdown,
Tanner to
San
the 3rd.
Francisco.
It's a Brandon Ayuk touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the 49ers bring it back to even.
At 34.
All right, thanks so much, Scott. We are back and about set to begin our 2nd half.
Jake Moody to
We've got a
kick
tie
off
ball
for
game
the
now as
49ers.
they send this away. Starting from the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Raiders take over
back on
1st and
offense,
10.
led out by Geno
At
Smith.
their own 23-yard
And like
line.
we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this 2nd half. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Smith. Taking a deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Tucker.
That's
Incomplete.
almost as good as a sack. Almost,
Makes it
Kate.
second and 10
because
at
those
the
defenders,
23-yard
they like to
line.
have sacks more than incompletions. But defensive coordinators, they love pressure and forcing the issue, and that's why the QB had to get rid of it.
Couldn't connect on first. It's second down. Back to the air. It's Smith. He's going to keep it this time. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Geno Smith. It's a gain of 14 yards. And a Raider first down.
Well, I can promise you, that was the goal from the moment he took off. He kept his eyes locked on the chains. It's almost like he had a spidey sense. He knew exactly where to get in order to move the sticks and get that critical first down.
First down, Smith to throw. He'll get this to Tucker. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Trey Tucker.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
From the 43. Short pass brought in. He's officially in enemy territory now. They're going to give him the opposing 49. Give him 8 yards on the play.
That's
And
good,
that's good for Raiders
Las
first.
Vegas.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight
First
end
and
short
10
in
at the
just about any
49-yard
situation.
line.
They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They're going option keeper on first and 10. Crosses the 35, still got more room. And he gets this all the way to the 31-yard line.
A gain of
That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
That's good.
When they
for
drop these
another
plays for the
Las
quarterback,
Vegas.
these are the type of results they're expecting, Kate.
First
Something that
and
can tear
10
a
at
hole in
the
the defense, move
31-yard
the chains, and just as importantly, and maybe most importantly, put a seed of doubt and thought into that defensive mind that the QB can run at any time.
Well, right side finds Bench. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Complete to
I really like the timing of that screen ball to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate and turns into a nice game.
22-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. And off to Genty. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule?
That's another
That was it.
Raiders first down. First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Carrier. D. Winters on the stop. A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
From the gun, Smith. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete.
Intended for Jack Bech.
Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
So now on 4th down, the Raiders elected to send Daniel Carlson out for the field goal.
A 34-yard
attempt. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. Carlson's kick is good. And they've taken back the lead.
Makes the
he connects now for a 3rd time, and that's the biggest of the 3 field goals he's made in this contest. Gives him the lead. Now you turn the keys over to your defense to try and protect it.
As always, a hat tip to our buddy Scott Hansen for his hard work there during the break, as we're happy to welcome you all back for the start of our 3rd quarter.
Daniel Carlson to kick
Carlson, all
off for
set
the
now
Raiders.
for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. '49ers to the line. 1st and 10. On the give, it's Garindo. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
He was taken down behind the line
On these
of
1st and
scrimmage.
10 calls, defenses are always keyed in with a run coming their way. And as soon as the QB turned to get the ball, the entire defense came crashing in to bury them for a loss.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. On the gun is Purdy. Pass him on the quick hitter. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks.
The goal of running that drag route is to get it for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. They picked up a good chunk, and there was nearly room to add even more.
3rd and just 2 to go. Now it's Purdy. Connects on the crosser. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Jawan Jennings. A gain of 19 yards. 1st down, 49ers.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's 49ers ball, and they're sort of in comeback mode here. They trail to start the 4th. He brings the offense up now for a 1st and 10. From the gun, Garindo. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
An offensive line and that O-line coach got to look at those pictures and figure something out. Because you cannot let a defensive tackle defeat your block at the point of attack, or you're going to get a negative run time after time.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Taylor. And this is through the midfield stripe and onto the Raiders side of the field. Only 2 yards on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 8.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And some excellent work on this play. Takes him a while to get to him downfield.
Complete to George Kittle.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You left over a short pass to a tight end, and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger gain.
Into the red zone after that big pickup. It's 1st and 10 from the 15. Garindo running between the tackles. Dropped by the 1st guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner,
second and 10.
Tackle behind the line, but a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
1st down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. The throw is caught. Touchdown, San Francisco! The 49ers take a 4th quarter lead. Isaac Garindo with the touchdown. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
You know, Kate, this is the time of the game where fatigue starts to set in every once in a while. But that right there was a determined-looking drive. They were not going to be denied and able to score and take the lead.
Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. The point after splits the uprights. And the 49ers take a 4-point lead.
Niners 41, Raiders 37.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody.
For the 49ers.
Return starts at the 3. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Take over first and
the Raiders
10
have their offense
at
back
their
out there.
20-yard line.
They find themselves down here in the 4th after that touchdown. This game could end up depending on how they respond right here. The Las Vegas offense is set. 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Smith. Finds him over the middle. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel it in. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
I think the defense is still turned around looking for where the ball is, because that QB and tight ends, they got that ball out in a hurry.
And they're going to be humbled here on 1st down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play.
Not sure if it was a missed assignment on the line, a dominant play on his part. Maybe a little bit of both, Kate, but look at those dudes down there defensively. Man, they are fired up after that stick behind the line.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Out of the gun. Here's Smith. Searches from the pocket. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
7-yard loss.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long. Here's Smith. That's taken in by Tucker. And defenders arriving in support to finish him off at the line.
That's how you draw it up defensively. That's exactly what you want the coverage to do. Force that quarterback to throw it short and get off the field.
Las Vegas sends out the punt team.
For the Raiders.
It'll be A.J. Cole doing the honors. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they were getting nothing on that return. The 49ers headed back out on offense as we get another look at Brock Purdy. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. Offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Off the play fake. Purdy dumps it off to his running back. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
From the 27. Completed over the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, San Francisco.
I can't tell you how nice it is to have a big, trustworthy tight end in the passing game. Such great size to have, and he forces those defenses to find a way to try to match up when they can't.
Now a give to Gridiron. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
Brought down right
Absolutely no fear in his game. Even one of the smaller defenders out there isn't afraid to go charging into all those linemen and dish out some physical play himself to make that stop.
Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
You know, as a quarterback, you've got to give your man enough space to make that catch inbounds. That was off just enough to carry him to the sideline before he could establish possession.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Purdy throwing here. Jump off caught by his back. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
Complete to Isaac
Plays like that, Kate, right wrong. Well, I sit and judge defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it.
Thomas
They
Morstead
devoured
in
that
punt
screen game on
formation
3rd
for
down.
San Francisco.
They'll bring out the punter here. And that kick will get out of bounds without a return. Looks to be a little shy of reaching the 20.
22-yard line.
The Vegas offense getting set for another drive now. Well, their last drive, not the one they want to replicate after they were forced to punt it away. Raiders just about ready for this one. It's 1st and 10. Counter give to Jency. Oh, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. Fought for that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's a
That's
loss
got
of
to
a
be
yard.
so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. He even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat. But the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Putting a receiver in motion. Here's 2nd and 11. Into the hands of Tucker, complete. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Shotgun snap to Smith. Cut out left. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
A.J. Cole
now ready
in
to punt it.
formation for the Raiders.
They could really use a good one here. And a fair catch made without incident, just inside the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10.
The 49ers back on offense and set to take over. They didn't add to their lead last time out. They punted it away, but still ahead and able to add to it here. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Trying it left side with Gridiron. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
The tackle by Jeremy
Stay
Chin.
on schedule.
Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
We talk about it all the time. offensively. You've got to stay on schedule, and a run like that puts you now so far behind the sticks. Going to take some superhuman effort now on second down.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. Hits him on the unravel. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
To Brandon Ayuk. It's a gain of 11, and it's third down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete to Robinson. And he's tackled with the first down
Complete to
yardage.
Marcus Robinson. An 8-yard pickup. First down, 49ers.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Taylor gets it on 1st and 10. Past midfield to the 45. And he's down all the way to the 30.
Taylor, the ball
That
carrier.
one hits for 30.
The tackle made
And that's
by
a
Lonnie
49er
Johnson.
first down.
A gain of 30. And a 49er first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
First down, and they go right back to it. And he'll only get this to the 26 before going down.
He was brought down
3
at
yards
the
on the
26.
first down play, and that
A
brings up
3-yard
2nd and
pickup.
7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
This is Gorindo. This is down to the doorstep of that red zone. Another yard to reach it and pick up that first down,
Tackle
too.
made at the 21-yard
They'll come
line.
away happy getting
A
that
gain of
type of
4.
output on most
And
run
it's
plays. It's a
third
sign
down.
they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
3rd down and 2 here. The offense coming to the line for its 7th play of this drive. Purdy looking to throw. Hits his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Complete to Jordan James. A 4-yard pickup on the play.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly
First
care who
down,
it's going to go
San
to in that
Francisco.
situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
They have themselves another 1st and 10. Play action now. Purdy. Couldn't find a completion on
Purdy's
1st down.
pass intended
Trying to
for
hit his
Kyle
fullback
Juszczyk.
there. So it's
Incomplete.
2nd down coming up.
Brings up
That
2nd
just goes
and
to
10.
show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Here's Purdy to throw. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Complete to
With
Isaac
these running backs
Orlando.
today, they are so
5
versatile.
yards
It doesn't
on the
matter if
play.
they're running it, or in
And
this
it's
case, same principle
third
applies on
down.
routes out of the backfield. You don't get somebody close to him, that throw is headed his way.
So now here's 3rd and 5. On the gun is Purdy. Pass brought in by Jennings.
Purdy's pass.
And the stop is made
Complete
3
to
yards from the
Jawan
end zone.
Jennings.
It's going to be 1st and goal.
First and goal, San Francisco.
Running for it with Taylor. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Brought down at
Okay,
the 2-yard
all right.
line.
There's a little
It's a gain of
progress
a
on
yard.
1st and goal. You
Brings
keep it
up
safe, you
2nd
push a
and
little
goal.
closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Ball at the 2 here for 2nd and goal. A tight end in motion now. Gets it again. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, San Francisco. The 49ers now lead by 10. Took a couple of runs into that wall before they finally punched it across for the score.
Well, that defensive front, you know they were dialed up to make a stand, but it was going to be a challenge to make another 2 stops even after that one. That crack formed in the wall, and it burst through for a touchdown.
On is Moody for the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle.
Good.
And the 49ers drive their lead to 11.
Niners 48, Raiders 37. Jake
Out to
Moody
kick it away.
to kick
Here's
off
Moody.
for the 49ers.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25.
Take over first and 10.
Out comes
at
Las
their own
Vegas on
23-yard
offense.
line.
And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this 1st and 10. From the gun, Smith. Man downfield, and Myers has it. And he's going to be taken down, but plenty of damage already done.
It's a gain of
This
25
entire play,
yards
Kate, depends on how well he can
And the
separate
Las
from his
Vegas
man. You get man-to-man
first
coverage, it's really
down.
about 2 things.
First and
Separation
10
and
at the
trust.
48-yard
Because QBs want to
line.
throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of
Intended
snaps
for
to play
Trey
with though
Tucker.
here. We've got 2nd down.
Incomplete.
No luck finding his receiver
Green
that
on
time.
the coverage.
And now they face 2nd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Bronk. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for
It's
Raiders
a gain of
first.
14 yards.
As much as you'd like to
That's
find the
good
completion
for
and get the
Las
ball out of your
Vegas
hands, when a play
first
breaks down, you got to be able to make a play
First
with your
and 10
legs.
at the
His offense
37-yard
counts on
line.
his ability to evade pressure and occasionally make plays just like that.
Smith in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And this is down to the 28s before the defense
To
halts it.
number 18, Jack Besh. It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 49ers' 28-yard line.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. From the 28. Cut near the goal line. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with 1st and goal, less than a yard away from the end
It's
zone.
a gain of 27
This
yards.
QBs make it look easy, but that
That's
requires
good for
such a
another
large amount of
Las
body
Vegas.
control when you throw it on the move. You got to be able to get the
First
same
and goal
accuracy
at
you
the
would if your
1-yard
feet are set.
line.
Sure takes a lot of repetition to make it look easy.
We're down to the 2-minute warning here in Vegas. Raiders trailing by 11. Blitz coming for Smith. Another pick bounces off their hands in the end zone,
Intended
Brock.
for Trey Tucker.
Back-to-back chances to escape the
Incomplete.
field, and they dropped
Leads
both
to
interceptions.
2nd and goal.
Well, that's not the uniform you want to see almost bringing it in. They are so fortunate to have another shot down here after the near pick.
Had the chance to escape with a pick. Defense got to buckle down now as they line up for 2nd down. And again, it's Smith. And this is cut for a score, and we're not done here yet. Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
So the touchdown was only a part of it, Brock. They're going to go for 2 now and try to make this just a field goal game.
The Raiders will line up for the two-point
Smith
conversion.
taking off with it. And he's into the end zone, so the 2-point try pays off. They
That
cut
makes
this
the
deficit
score
to just a
Niners
field goal here in the
48,
fourth.
Raiders 45.
Well, the comeback is proceeding according to plan, Brock. That conversion trims this to a field goal game. Now, get that ball back, baby. Get it back.
And you know that special teams coach is down there telling his guys that. Don't come back to these sidelines. Don't come off this field unless you go get me the ball to give this offense yet another opportunity.
Daniel
Volley set up,
Carlson
and
to
it's
kick off
away.
for
Just a
Las Vegas.
3-point game now. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And the tackle's made as he gets it out to the 32. The 49ers and Brandon Ayuk running onto the field.
At their own
And he has
32-yard
kept his
line.
pace up in the second half. His quarterback more than happy to keep throwing it his way, considering what he's been able to do with these looks all game. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Has a man downfield. This is Robinson. He's got quite the gain here, partner, as he finally is brought to a stop.
It's a gain of 25 yards.
The defense calls it
First
timeouts.
down,
That's their
49ers.
first. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. One play in, and this drive is already into enemy territory. Now Garindo. And he's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
The ball carrier.
Timeout taken by
He's
Vegas.
brought down
That's it,
at
second.
the 37-yard line.
And they'll have just one left to
It's
burn
a
now.
pickup of 6.
That does not
Brings
show up on
second
any
and 4.
explosive stat sheet. But let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
First down run gets him 6. So now it is 2nd and 4. Dive up the middle. They call it 1, maybe 2 yards at the end, Brock. It's 3rd down.
At the 35-yard
Now the
line.
Raiders using the last of their
2-yard gain on the
timeouts.
play.
That's
And
all they
it's
had. So the
3rd
offense
down.
free to start running the clock down now. Third and a lone yard coming up. Taylor trying to run for this first. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
Jake Moody now in a high-pressure
Moody
spot.
for the 49ers
It'll be
field
a
goal.
54-yarder from the right
A
hash.
54-yard attempt.
That kick is no good. Oh, he mishit it. And their lead will remain unchanged in the
Personal
fourth.
foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a first down.
Automatic first down.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. With the win in hand, they'll take the knee, let this clock run out.
Nothing left to do now, Kate, but celebrate on one side and watch on hopelessly from the other. What a hard-fought effort to get to this spot, and now you can enjoy the victory.
So it's a win for the visiting 49ers. And they'll enter the final week of the preseason with a little momentum thanks to this victory. Ahead of that last tune-up before the games start to count. So for my partner Brock Heward and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the 49ers as we bid you farewell from Las Vegas. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And away we go at Allegiant Stadium. Returning it from the 4. And this drive will start inside the 25. So out have the Raiders for their first possession. They're led out by someone who makes their second act as an NFL QB. He was a second-rounder back in 2013, Geno Smith.
The most passing yards of Geno's career, that would be over 4,300. Also came in a little uptick in interceptions, especially in the red zone. But that didn't bother Pete Carroll. He knew exactly who he wanted to restart their culture in Vegas, and that guy is Geno Smith.
And they're going to run for the first time now with the rookie from Boise State. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
That might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, here's Smith. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he's sent out right after he makes that catch at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 10 yards.
Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's a Vegas first down.
First and 10
I love
at the
crossing routes
40-yard
versus
line.
zone defense. Those zone defenders are dropping to their spots. And with all of that horizontal action, they often get lost in zone coverage just like that.
Caught. Trey Tucker makes the play.
Complete.
And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
A gain of 7 brings up
There's no routes
down
on the old proverbial route tree cake
line.
that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
That's caught by Jack Besh. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's good for Raiders first.
First down.
Well, that's a game that has its roots in preparation during the week. That's Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday kind of stuff. Identifying ways to target the coverage and creating opportunities for big completions.
1st and 10 now. Here's Smith. Ooh, almost a throw to Johnston. Defender had it in his hands. He dropped it. It's incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
Not the way you want to start your game, but the pick was dropped, so the opening drive continuing now with 2nd down. Giving this to Genty. And he finds space for about a 3-yard gain. Nick Martin making that play. And we've got a stoppage here, and it's something you never want to see, especially in the preseason. One of their star players banged up with an injury after that play. Play number 7 on this drive, and they need 7 here on 3rd down. Smith to the air now. Short pass brought in. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down.
A gain of 5 yards.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
And they apparently don't want a field goal to start this game. They want 6. They're going for it. This is Genty. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards.
A gain of 3
yards. That was the biggest 3-yard gain you're going to see, because instead of a turnover on downs, Brock, it gets them a first.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Call that play in the huddle as a quarterback. You break the huddle, and you can almost feel it right from the jump. You get that surge at the point of attack on 4th and short. They did, and then some to move those chains.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And then full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here. Only a couple yards there, and now it's 3rd and 7.
A gain of 2.
I can promise you, that's not what it looked like on the practice field, nor on the whiteboard. Typically, QB run is going to net you a whole lot more yardage than that. But let's give some credit. Strong effort by that defensive front who contained a play that typically goes for a whole lot more.
And the 49ers in a nickel set. 3rd down coming. The right side finds Bash. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown. The Raiders finish up an excellent opening series. Well, no hesitations to start this one out, Brock. These guys came out slinging it. Seems like that's going to be what their offense leans on throughout this game.
Yep, don't see really any reason to get away from it as long as the results keep coming. The second drive, I think we'll all be watching that one. Will they mix in a little bit more run? Will they have to mix in more run, or could they continue to just shred this defense through the air?
Bouncing good on the extra points. And the Raiders will jump out to a 7-0 lead.
49ers nothing. Daniel Carlson,
all set now for the kickoff.
For the Raiders.
He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just inside the 25.
Patrick Taylor.
So here come the 49ers for their opening drive.
Take over first.
Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
For Mr. Irrelevant, just 3 years ago, to one of the highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, Brock Purdy has just been the model of competitive grit. And Kate, these 49ers just feed off of it. Is he the most talented? No, but he plays with tremendous heart, and his teammates follow him.
Purdy throwing here to start. On target to his back. Here's Christian McCaffrey. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Takes out a one-stop, and he heads out of bounds. Great pickup on that run. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
And a 49er
I call that a table setter
down.
right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play-action pass to come.
First down, they go back to McCaffrey. And this play doesn't work out like the last snap, right? So you can only get back to the line. His defense all over this one.
The line of scrimmage.
Stopped right at the line, but might as well have been a loss of yards as far as the offense is concerned. It's always humbling when you try force versus force, and the defense wins out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Here's Purdy. He's got Ayuk downfield. And he is finally sent out of bounds, but not until he gets it all the way down to the red
First
zone.
and goal at the 8-yard line.
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And got his man. That's a San Francisco touchdown.
To George Kittle.
The 49ers finish off their opening drive. George Kittle, the touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
PAT up and good for Moody. And the 49ers start off well, tie things 7-7. after
Jake
tying this
Moody
game
to
up,
kick off
they're all
for the
set to center
49ers.
away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And that's going to set them up just
The
beyond
Raiders
their own
take
20.
over first and 10.
Second drive coming
at
up for
their
the
own
Las Vegas
22-yard
offense.
line.
And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10.
Kill, turn up.
Shotgun snap to Smith. Connects on the crosser. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48.
It's a
gain of 29 yards.
And
that's a Vegas first down.
First down. First and 10
Those routes
at the
across the field
48-yard
become
line.
oh so dangerous the longer that play progresses. It gives him more time to get free, wiggle away from that man-to-man coverage. And with enough time, it's almost inevitable. He'll find enough space for a completion.
Smith on first down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked up by Chris Warner. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
And what you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The 49ers find themselves in a great starting spot here. First and 10 coming up. This one on the ground with McCaffrey. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Landon Roberts there on
Hey,
the tackle.
range is not
The
an
tackle
optional
made
feature
back
for
at
middle
the
linebackers in
44-yard
today's
line.
game. It's a prerequisite for the job. And this guy definitely has it. Followed that play from the start, and he ended it with a loss.
All right, here we go. Second down. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Escapes the pocket. Now he takes it. And he protects himself
Purdy
with a
on the
slide there
scramble.
after a decent gain.
A gain of
You
7
know, Kate,
yards.
back in the day, we had a
And
slip and
it's
slide in practice for
third
moments
down.
just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Finding McCaffrey with the dump off.
Purdy's
And he's
pass
tackled with the
complete
first
to
down
Christian
yardage.
McCaffrey. It's a gain of 6. First down, San Francisco.
Kate, I can promise you, you go back and look at the most efficient offenses in the NFL over the last couple decades, one thing will resonate. You've got to be able to attack the middle of the field. It's great to do it with receivers. It's awesome with tight ends. But when you get that influence from your running backs, man, you become a dangerous offense to stop.
Purdy's pass
And he's brought down at
complete
about that
to
27-yard
Ricky
line.
Pearsall.
It's a 13-yard
gain of
play, and
13
that's enough for the
yards.
first.
First down, 49ers.
That's such a good example, Kate. You don't have to be an elite runner to be a good thrower of the football on the run. The same fundamentals, the attention to detail to be a good pocket passer, they show up on the run as well. That's excellent job getting the completion.
Trying an inside give now with McCaffrey. Dropped by the first down. He met no gain on that first down run.
Taken down right
I
at
know
the
these
line of
DNs
scrimmage.
love to get to the
No
quarterback.
gain on the
I know
play.
that sacks many
Brings up
times
second
equals a bigger
down
payday.
at the
But doing the dirty work,
26-yard
playing the
line.
run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Tight end motioning right. Here we go, second and 9. Right side, and that's secured by
Purdy's
Kittle.
pass
And he's going to go out of
complete
bounds
to
just
number
short of that
85,
red zone.
George Kittle.
This defense
It's a
didn't
gain
give
of
up contain
4.
there, Kate. That was
And
an
it's
instance
third
where the
down.
more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
Quite the drive they've had, Brock, but they're up against it. 3rd and 5 now. Motioning left is their running back. 3rd and short. Here's Purdy. Kittle makes the catch. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped.
Complete to George
They get
Kittle.
an even 10 on that
It's a
play.
gain of 10.
And it brings up a
And
San
the
Francisco
49ers
first down.
First down.
Sure nice to see them looking for their tight ends in the passing game. Such great size to have out there. It really forces defenses to try to find a way to defend them along with everybody else.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. On first and 10, it's McCaffrey. And he'll take this only to about the 11 before going down.
He was brought down
Only
by
gets a
Eric
yard there to
Stokes.
make it 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings
It'll
up
be this
second
group's job
and 9.
watching the film to find
At
all
the
these plays. The
11-yard
ones that amount
line.
to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Purdy throwing here. Gets it to him on the screen.
Purdy's pass.
And they're all over that
Complete
screen,
to
Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down
Okay,
back
that's
at
one of
the
those
14-yard
situations as a
line.
quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. From the gun is Purdy. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back them up and bring out 4th down.
A loss of
Sometimes
7
I
yards.
wish everybody could feel
And it's
what that
4th
feels
down.
like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Now for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
4th down now, and on comes Jake Moody
Jake
for the
Moody
49ers
on
field
for
goal.
the field goal.
It's a 38-yarder from the left hash.
38-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through.
The kick
And that's going
is
to break
good.
our tie and give them a
Makes the
3-point
score
advantage.
Niners 10.
Well, I know once
Raiders
that
7.
drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
Out to kick
Jake
it away.
Moody
Here's
to
Moody.
kick off for the 49ers.
Fielded at the 7. And he's going to make this to the 28 before
Tommy
going down.
Mellott on the return.
Now the Raider offense
The
headed
Raiders
back to the
take
field.
over first and 10.
We've seen both extremes
At
of this
their own
passing game so
28-yard
far,
line.
Brock. 1 touchdown and 1 interception on the ledger.
A home run and a strikeout. A little sampling of what
Yep.
works and what doesn't against this defense, Kate. Now, you got to try to emphasize those things that you found success on with that opening drive.
The Las Vegas offense is set. First and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. One good for a gain of 4. It's 2nd down.
Taken
One of
down
those
by
sneaky little
Jair
runs,
Brown.
Kate, that gets you enough yards
A
to
gain of
create
4.
some doubt
It's
into
now
that defensive
2nd and
coordinator.
6.
You can stick
At
to the
the
ground, you can
33-yard
throw beyond
line.
the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6.
Motion.
From the gun, Smith. Dumped off to his running back. And just gets back to the line of
Complete
scrimmage.
to number 2, Ashton
That pass,
Genty.
it did put him in a position where
A
he had
loss
to
of a
shake a
yard on
defender.
the
That's all
play.
you want.
Brings
Give me a
up 3rd
one-on-one.
and 7.
He is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
49ers stacking up the secondary. Look at that. They're in the dime. 3rd down. He lofts it deep left. Well, they had the look. Certainly didn't shy away from it, but couldn't connect.
Intended
And now
for
they're stuck
Trey
facing
Tucker.
4th down.
Incomplete.
You never, ever.
Right, sliders are looking good.
Kate, but you really don't like 'em on
I
third down.
definitely feel that we need to turn down or turn up interceptions because we're just not getting any picks.
AJ
Punt
Cole
upcoming.
in punt
AJ
formation
Cole
for the
out
So
of
Raiders.
yeah, got to try and sort that out. I've heard Dominic Pooney's gone down in the game as well, the real game, on that extra point. So
He's hit before he can get anything on that
Pearsall
return.
on the return.
yeah, it really sucks, man. I mean, our offensive line
Able to contribute 3
wasn't great last year, but losing starters in pre-season is just a real kicker. Like, I'd be quite happy just not. Well, it was like the first drive, I'm pretty sure, and he just got his knee twisted up on that extra point. So, I hope it's just like a minor injury, but it didn't look too good on the replay. But yeah, I think we need to get the interceptions turned up. I mean, default sliders always seems to have this problem with
I think you'll see coordinators at times get away from something that's working.
quarterbacks like just completing way too many passes.
My hunch is they'll look for that receiver again today.
And honestly, I'd like to be able to play a full game, like 15-minute quarters with no accelerated clock, and try and get accurate statistics. It's like last year when we finally got the sliders working. I think it was one of the Bills games. I played 2 simulations in a row, and they both tracked the real game almost dead on. The first one got the score spot on, but it even got like both quarterbacks' completion percentages spot on. Pretty much, I think one of the teams was exactly, quarterback stats were exactly the same. So that's what I'm hoping for this year, and then hopefully we can get a decent slider set going into start a franchise, because I haven't, believe it or not, I haven't had a 49er franchise in any game, any Madden game, or any other game since 05. Like I had a franchise a couple of years ago where I took the Texans back to be the Oilers and played a few seasons, and then I did a complete relocation franchise where I moved every team to the relocation cities, and I had like a European league with Paris Blues, the Dublin Shamrocks, the London Monarchs, of course, and also the London Black Knights, so 2 teams in London. And I was the Black Knights. I had a really fun franchise, actually. Drafted some absolute studs along the way. And it took me about 15 seasons to build a winning team. And then I went on a 5... I think I went on a 5... I got to the Super Bowl and won it. Then I lost the next one. And then I think I had like... I think I won 5 in a row or something. And then the team just fell apart, which is good. You know, I want it to be like that in franchise. But I think it's time to do another 49ers franchise, and I might even rename a couple of players after a few years, just to reminisce about my Madden 05 franchise. I had an absolute monster of a quarterback called Horace Young, and I'm pretty sure I renamed him Young. And gave him number 8, and he was so quick. And I've played that franchise, still got it on my PS2. I play it from time to time. I think I'm like in about year 6 or something. You know, it's the one with the Tony Bruno show, and I just had a lot of fun playing with that team, because the quarterback was like a 90. I think it was like a 97 speed or something crazy, and then I drafted another quarterback that got 99 speed, and it was such a fun franchise because I would alternate the quarterbacks. If I knew that I was definitely going to be running a design quarterback run play, I would put in the backup guy. Now, he was only like about a 79 overall or something, but he had 99 speed. This is what I love about drafting players when I'm playing franchise. Like that's what makes it for me. When you get the opportunity to draft like a diamond in the rough that's got a really crazy stat like speed or something else like that, and you know, even to the point where you could put other players in. You know, change the position of a player because he's drafted as, say, a tight end, but you could sort of change him and be like a receiver or what have you. But yeah, man, I loved that franchise, that Madden 05 franchise. Like, as I said, I still remember the quarterback. And they were bad 49ers teams back then. I mean, I think starting quarterback was Tim Rattay back then. I think we had Kevin Barlow at running back. Like this, I'm pretty sure it was before Gore, 05. I don't think Frank Gore was like on the 49ers there. Like we had Jeff Ulbrich at middle linebacker, and I can't even think of any good players that we had on the team in the mid-noughties. I think the year after is when we drafted Alex Smith and broke him. But man, they were desolate years as a 49er fan. When we lost Garcia and Garcia went, I mean, I can't even remember what happened to Garcia. Like, I'm sure he went to another team. I don't think he retired, did he? I think he went to another team. I'm having PTSD flashbacks to Giovanni Camazzi as well. I'm sure he was like in the early noughties, and I'm pretty sure that he played in the first preseason game against Brady, Patriots team, Giovanni Camazzi, and you could tell straight away he was not ready for the pros. I mean, he had a great college career, Giovanni Camazzi, but he just couldn't do it. And that game against the Patriots, I think, ruined him. Like he could have been a great player. I mean, I still believe. Here we go. Third and one, he's off to the races. Just got chased down. But yeah, this score isn't tracking that far away from the real game, actually. I mean, we're probably coming up to the end of the real game now, aren't we? Let's have a look. 13-13. Oh, no, 16-16. But man, I hope Dominic Pooney's okay. That's going to really spoil things. It will really spoil things. I need to check my platinum players as well. I think there's some more games later, so I might tune the sliders, and then I might dive in and do the Cowboys and the Ravens. I didn't get the game on TV. I ended up playing some MotorStorm while I was watching this game. I thought I'll play a bit of MotorStorm on the PS3, and then I thought I'll have a game on just one game on the PS3, and then before I know it, I'm like well into it. I actually turned the PS3 on to play like one of the older Maddens. I was going to put like Madden 10 or 11 on, just to see just how different it is. Because, franchise was still really good into the PS3 era. They did take a lot of stuff out when it went from PS2 to PS3 and Xbox 360. They did take a lot of stuff out, but some of those Madden games 2 or 3 years into the platform's life cycle were actually pretty good. We're not. I think we're looking at Madden 13, aren't we? When we started to see Ultimate Team modes. I can't even remember whether we actually had Ultimate Team modes on the PS3. I guess we did. When did the PS4 come out? Like 2014, was it? 2015, something like that? No, 2014. So yeah, I guess first Madden that came out was the original Madden 25. I think on what is last gen PS4. So yeah, I think Madden. Yeah, it was Madden 14 we didn't get. So Madden 14 was Madden 25, and I think 13 was the one where it started to go downhill. So I think 10, 11, and 12 weren't that bad. They were pretty decent games, if I remember right. But yeah, man, it always annoys me. It scares me when I see a player get injured, because it's like,
think that was a throw.
We've had so much bad luck over recent history with having injuries and players, and of course McCaffrey last year on the cover of Madden curse struck again, and hate to see it. Hate to see any player get injured.
Now Smith. He's going deep this time. And that's going to be knocked away.
Nice, airing it out.
As a quarterback, that is so rough.
Yeah, we'll try and get these sliders tweaked and tuned. So I might bring this one to a close, run it for another 5 minutes just to see where we are. Have a quick look at the stats.
A.J. Cole in punt formation for the Raiders.
And he's getting the call for the second time this game.
Yeah, I'm enjoying Madden this year. I'm really, really having a lot of fun with it. I know it gets a lot of hate. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not perfect still. Like, earlier today, I played 2 regs today. First one, the guy had limiteds. Every limited he had on the team. But I still managed to run him a close game. We should have been up 14-0 in that one. And he ended up beating me because I should have had a sack. I was controlling the player. I was in front of the quarterback. And it moved my player away from the quarterback instead of sacking him. And yeah, he went on to score a touchdown. So yeah, not perfect by any means. But then again, you know, you don't want 78 overall players playing well against 86 overall players, which is what the case was. But it just looks a bit goofy when the player you're controlling moves and gets controlled. Just not a fan of that. Sidelines look better as well, but they're still not 100%. Like, you still got those weird models on the sidelines. Like some of them are like really skinny. One thing I looked at and I noticed earlier that I'd never seen before as well is that we're getting scuffs on helmets. Never noticed it before. I don't know whether previous Maddens had it and I just didn't see it, but I played one of the playoff run games earlier today, and because I'm pounding the rock with beast mode, I started to see like little nicks and scrapes in the helmet on the I guess you'd call it the crown of the helmet. I'd never seen it before. It looked really good. Like, I'm surprised at how gorgeous this game can look. But I really wish they'd sort the sidelines out and just like fix some of those skinny guys. You can see Warner's there, 54. So they made it a little bit better, where you can see some of the other players, but I don't know. What would I rather have? A more dynamic sideline over the grass? I mean, the crowd looks a bit crappy still as well, to be honest. Yeah, and number 92 on the sideline there. You can see both... trying to remember who 92 is. But the other guys, you can tell they're the old models because the numbers look a bit smaller. Right, let's have a look at the stats then. I think we're going to cut this one short now. Let's just have a quick look to see where we are. So this is all right. 76% Geno Smith. You know, that's sort of where I feel it needs to be. 56%, 91%. That's way too much. We did get an int though in this one, so that's definitely where we want to be tuning the sliders a little bit. Let's have a look at rushing. So that's not bad. Gentie's looking good. I reckon he's going to have a solid season. He is. Receiving, of course, Kittle always going to be the go-to guy, and McCaffrey catching some balls out of the backfield. So have a look at defense. Is what I want to look at. Right, let's have a look. So sacks. The first game was crazy. We had like 10 sacks or something stupid. Absolutely off the scale. But I'm glad to see an int. I think that is where we're going to try and concentrate. All right, Moody, Carlson, looking good. What about blocking? Big old Trent Williams getting some making pancakes. And Brandon Ayuk there with laying the boom. Right, how many plays did we have? So we just started the second, didn't we? So we've got 13. So 25 plays. And then we've got, hang on, am I reading that right? 12 and 13, yeah, 25, 9 and 16, 25. Okay, so pretty equal plays run. It's a bit too high though, right? Do teams average like 70 plays a game or something? I think I read that once, but hey, we'll continue to tune these sliders. I'll be back and do probably the Ravens and the Cowboys one in 15 minutes, but I'm just going to go in and have a quick look at my platinums. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to check back if you want to watch another simulation. I'll be doing one in 15 minutes or so, Raiders and the Ravens, but I am going to check those sliders first.